Christina Li, have you ever seen a flying saucer and or a ghost?
Ooh, oh, that is so interesting. I don't necessarily have like a big, alien or ghost story, but a couple of days ago, so I'm like living with a couple friends, and my friend like texted me because I was like upstairs and she was downstairs. She's like, "There's a ghost in this house," and I was like, "What?" Because I'm very scared of the supernatural. Like I'm terrified of like horror movies and everything. And she was like, "I hear pipes dripping. Like something's wrong. Like something's going on." And then a couple of days later, we just found out it was like this like massive like leak in the house. Like it was, plumbing had to be like fixed and everything. But yeah, that's my recent brush with the supernatural, just some leaky pipes. But I really was believing that like this was gonna be my ghost encounter for a moment. But yeah, I don't know. Nothing other super otherworldly has happened to me before or since. But I don't think there are no aliens out there. I think there's a possibility that there's some like extraterrestrial life, but I'll just leave that door open. Like maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't.
So you're not quite at Benji's level of belief then?
I'm not like, oh, I saw an alien today, but I very much, I'm like, yeah, I think aliens are out there. I'm, not going to aggressively pursue this like hypothesis, but I'm open to the belief.
I don't know. I think that when you learn everything there is to know about economics, and there's there's a lull when you need some new information. That's the time.
Exactly. Just dabble in some space travel. Yeah.
And as a homeowner, I have to say, if I am hearing weird noises on the pipes, I would so much rather it be a ghost than water damage I'm going to have to pay for. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. We found that out. Ghosts are probably cheaper to deal with for sure.
Take the ghost every time. Christy, thank you so much for this wonderful conversation. I have enjoyed getting to know you. I've enjoyed your book, and I know that, like I say, a few years from now, you're going to be back and you're going to be on book number 7. And I will have all new questions for you, and you'll have all new ghost stories for me. It will be a wonderful conversation that I'm looking forward to. For tonight, my final question is always some variation on if there was some bit of knowledge you could go back and impart to yourself at age 12 or anywhere along your writing journey that you feel would have made a significant difference in your life, would have saved you time and might save time for all the aspiring authors who are listening to us now, what would you go back and tell yourself?
Yeah, that's such a good question. I think I think I would just tell myself that like things happen in time and to be patient with my craft. I think it could be a personality trait, could be a personal flaw. Depends on how you look at it, but I'm a very impatient person. And so I'm always kind of running ahead of myself. And when I was younger, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm writing my first book. I have to get it published within 2 years or something like that. I set some arbitrary timeline for myself. And I realized that I really have the whole rest of my life to write. And so I'm, always a writer. I'm always growing. I'm writing the books that I would not have been capable of writing when I was, 16, 17 or so. And so I just would tell myself to be patient with my craft, and that things happen, not on the timeline that you initially assume, but that things happen if you put in the work for it. So, yeah. I don't want to tell her that I don't want to spoil it to my younger self that I would publish a book. So I think I'd keep that suspense, but I would tell her to be patient because things will happen in time.
Yeah, we don't want to get complacent.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to like insert some weird space time warp in the space-time continuum or whatever it is.
But young you goes up and says, oh my God, I think it's something with the pipes. And it's not. It's you, like the Flash and Batman v Superman, coming through the timeline and say, Christina, be patient. As an impatient person, would that have helped, you think?
That's a good question. Would that have helped? Like, would it have created an alternate reality? I think it would have. I mean, I honestly, I think part of me just wants to go back in time and like cheer myself on as a kid, because I was like, yeah, you're doing it. Like, you're not doing it well, but like you're getting there. And so I could give myself advice as a kid, but also like younger Christina was doing all right. I think she was trying her best, and that's really all I can ask of her, right? So yeah, I mean, I think she was doing okay as is.